Yes, I'm going to talk about digital literacy to develop long-term implementation of digital twins in the educations. And I think I'll start introduce my co-authors, or the main authors is Peter. They are all the others are from the University College of Northern Denmark, and I'm mainly Svidt, and I come from Aalborg University. So Peter is head of research. See if I can point here. Yeah. So Peter is head of research at the department. Dorthe is teaching different aspects of BIM. Michael is teaching construction management. Thomas is from the learning department. And myself, I come from the building informatics group at Aalborg University. So this paper originates from a discussion at the University College about basically the new stuff, how we're going to handle that in our educations. So we have one topic that is discussed at the University Colleges at the moment is this term digital literacy for the students. And then we also have this, after having been talking about introduction of BIM for the last 20 years, now we are talking about digital twins in the education. So how do we handle this in these educations? And at the University Colleges, it's mainly bachelor educations. So this, So this focus on these two main terms is the origin of this paper. And I think I should say here we have like two focuses on the digital twins. They could be used. I mean, the students need to know about digital twins. So how do we teach students about digital twins? What they can do? How it affects the construction industry? And the other aspect is how can digital twins actually support the learning of, you could say, all other topics related to the building education. So in this paper we try to investigate how students from two different educations approach the work in this area. We made focus groups in interviews with two groups of students, and we present the potential for further developing this area in the education, and the focusing on the importance of combining this training in digital tools for the students to understand how this will work in real life, and also how the future learning, how it must embrace these evolving BIM technologies now materialized in this digital twin concept. And then on the way here, from the learning perspective, we have brought in this term, the scaffolding. A scaffold is something supporting the learners in their learning process, given by the teacher or given by the learning material, like in the textbooks we have. Basically, it supports the progression of the students' learning. And here we see the digital twin as a possibility also to act as a kind of scaffolding for the students' learning in, you could say, both in the digital tools, but also in other aspects of their education. So the idea is that, basically the students, this is a way that students could come closer to experiencing buildings in real life, which is not normally possible every day in the education. So here we can have like bringing something close to real life into the daily work at the university. So this digital twin could help the students to put the learning into context. So what we did, we had these two focus group interviews. It was students who participate in an event we call the Digital Days, where we invite students from several different educations. And the two groups we interviewed here, one of them came from the Architectural Technology and Construction Management education at UCN, and the other group came from Aalborg University studying construction management and building informatics. So these two groups were interviewed regarding, you could say, the understanding of this digital twin concept. And what we found from those interviews, we clearly see that students really need assistance in understanding this concept. But they do have this perception of a digital twin as some kind of digital replication of a physical building. They see some meaningful aspects of the data collection, and some of them mentioned augmented reality for some reason, as an example. They also see it as the digital twin as a valuable learning scaffold through these model-based experiences we can get using this technology, and also helping them reflect on future projects they're going to work with. What we also see, or the experience from the education so far, is that it's not easy to get sufficient data. I mean, if we want to present a digital twin for students reflecting a building, real-life building with live data, we don't have very many examples to bring into the education. More results. Also, a general experience also coming out from the interviews here is that we need to, when we teach all kind of IT, BIM, digital twin, whatever we call it, it needs to be along with the rest of the teaching in that education. And that's what, I think I've seen that problem also at the university many times. The other teachers, they teach structural mechanics, they teach indoor environment, and so we have these isolated islands, and then we have this still new IT in a corner somewhere, and it's not very good integrated with the rest of the education. So we still have to work on that, I can see, and that also comes up here in these discussions. So the students also feel sometimes that they say we unconsciously work with data, and then actually the awareness of the process it should be in, it develops later. They also say again find it's what we present for them is quite isolated in one semester. Sometimes they don't see the progression from one semester to the next semester. Students have a mixed opinion on what tools we should present for them. Some want even more tools, and others say we can't handle all these tools, give us fewer tools. And that's always a challenge in this field. I mean, I think some of you have experienced that as well. And then, of course, they always say we need familiarity with one tool before going to the next one, but that's not always easy. Then regarding the digital literacy, we have this initial setup, we find that if we spend time on setting up something with digital twin, that effort pays off later. Again, students need more time, they say. We have differences noted in the learning depth with these digital twins. People, again, they want more time to look into the projects. I don't think I'll go through all these. But for example, we noted some different difficulties in determining what to include in a twin and why, and I think that's a very important question because, again, this twin term is very widely adopted, so we need, it's clear that we need to focus on what is actually going to be used, which part are we using in this specific case. Thank you. I'm running out of time, so I will not go into each point here, but you can read more in our paper. But again, I think an important part is, again, this vague conceptualization of digital twin. And so when we talk about terms like that, we need to be quite specific also for the students to understand what we mean and what is the purpose in this specific situation where we're working with it. And again, yeah, we still find that this scaffolding could be a way to use the digital twins in the educations. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop here.